Welcome to ADlib&&D, where a group of amateur role-playing enthusiasts run a weekly live-stream D&D 5e game with a twist. The viewing public can vote on a large group of random concepts before the episode takes place. Once tallied, the DM will select between 5 and 10 of the most popular random concepts and tailor that episode of the game against those chosen concepts. Anything can happen. No episode will be the same. You can find where to vote on Discord. Navigate towards the Filthy Pig Discord server.
Are you sure about that? I mean, this episode could be identical to last week.
Yeah, if it's truly random, it could actually be the same.
We could absolutely make it like that. We'll randomly make it identical.
Okay. I'm sure you can remember exactly what happened last week. or I could just put a recording up that'd make it easier, wouldn't it?
Come now.
Okay, so what happened last week? Last week, the plucky adventurers decided to help out a distressed halfling tinker who had lost her baby to brigands, and they followed the path of the stolen caravan and found the baby unharmed and seemingly protected by an imp. They managed to bring the baby back and have been tasked with retrieving the contents of the caravan and possibly receiving a reward in the form of the imp and the container that the imp lives in. So we find the party just at the location of the caravan, I believe, at the end of last session. So I'll let you guys take it from there.
Well, first off, I think the baby was actually a fiend. Been thinking about it. The devil baby. Okay, so we were at a broken wagon, and I was mending one of the spokes on the wheel of the wagon, and you guys were off investigating the bodies of the brigands. No.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah. They found a few items. Yeah, you guys found a few items.
And Jace was talking with the crow. I think that's where we left off, yeah?
That's right. The crow came back and he had to discuss things with using the spell slot to find out what the crow had found.
Oh, yes, because it came back after his spell, right? So he had to consume another spell slot. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
After that, went back to town and handed back the baby to the mother.
No, that was before.
No, that was before. We left again, and we found a wagon the second time out.
So you found the baby first, and then brought that back to the owner with the possibility of retrieving the wooden boar as a payment for retrieving the baby and sourcing the caravan's goods.
Okay, sorry.
Wait a minute. Did you just say it's a wooden ball?
Boar. B-O-A-R.
Oh, okay, yeah, I thought it was a boar. I was just like, wait a minute, I've been thinking it's a wooden boar all this time and it's actually a ball? Okay, yeah, okay, good. Righto.
No. I hope it's not that bad.
So you came back, the crow said it was going to show us the directions and it was going to lead Jace towards, so we were just on our way, and it was evening, or was getting close to evening, wasn't it?
It was. The sun was obscured by clouds. You know, it's afternoon to some extent, but it is starting to rain.
Ah, shoot. And how far did I get on mending the wheel?
It took you a little while. You mended part of the wheel. If you spent a good hour or so on the wheel, you might actually be able to fix it completely. But or maybe about half an hour. But it would take a good time to actually do that.
But it wasn't, because I started mending it just before the whole crow shenanigans. How long before the crow returned?
The crow came back, I think it was about half an hour later. So maybe you've mended the wheel by now.
Okay. So, Jace and Alarak, should we put the wheel back on and... Wait, this wagon, this is, does it look like it needs to be drawn by horses, or Is this like a human pull wagon?
It is a horse-drawn wagon. There's no horse that you can see at this location, though.
What do you think, Alaric? Do you think you could pull that wagon?
I probably could, but we'll do it on the way back. We don't want to take it into the bandits, do we?
No, I guess that... Well... Do you think the bandits were probably responsible for this, yeah?
That's the impression I've got.
Yeah, so, yeah, maybe not to take the wagon that they broke. That would probably be bad. Alright, so, Jace, that bird that you were twittering at, I mean, you guys seem to be getting along really well. It almost reminded me a bit of how you and, what was the girl's name, Nessie, were getting along at the tavern. Is that something you do?
I'll explain to you about the birds and the bees later.
Well, you do that with bees as well. Wow.
The bird was explaining to me that there is the camp with the bandits further down this way. If we go in the indicated direction, we should find them without any trouble.
Oh, sounds like a plan. Then, without any trouble. So he'll keep us this crow if we follow it. I suppose we probably need to be a little bit sneaky, huh?
I think that'd be a good idea.
Did the bird tell you how far? It was gone quite a while.
Adora, I don't recall how far along the bird said it was. Can you remind me?
I don't think he actually mentioned a distance. He did mention that he did see up ahead the likely location of the bandit camp. It seems to be some sort of cave.
I remember him saying, "As the crow flies." There was a distance.
He thinks as the crow flies, it would take about 15 minutes, but a translation of that towards what you guys can do would certainly be longer.
Okay, I'll relay that information to Alaric and Wabani.
Well then, I mean, it looks like it's getting close to evening. That's probably a good time to do a little bit of reconnaissance on that place. I know, Alaric, you want to get in there and start smashing heads, but perhaps we can be a little bit smarter before we smack too many heads. Because I mean, it did seem. You know what? We never did check. We didn't check to look at their papers to see maybe they had like a paper signed by so and so saying, "Oh, you know what? Cordwin, he's our boss." That would be. What would you call that?
So you want to
Indictable
interrogate
evidence?
and search their positions?
Too late now. Let's just. We had a thought there about them being possibly working for someone else, because they came after. They were trying to get the wooden boar from the kid. So when we get there, I'm just thinking we observe before we smash heads. Maybe they receive a phone call.
Observe, then smash heads. Gotcha.
Well, I mean, could we like tie them up and you could smash them a little bit, knock them silly a bit, but do we need to, actually kill them?
Depends. They are bandits. They did take the kid. Do you want them left around? Do you want them coming back for vengeance?
Well, maybe it's like Joe from around the corner, and Joe's got those 2 kids, and he's just doing it for a little bit of money.
Each scalp is worth 5 silver.
That is, yes, and each scalp is worth 5 silver.
Yeah. These are bad guys, Wabani. Bad guys.
I just find it's, Joe seems to be worth a little bit more than 5 silvers. I mean,
If we
how
see
much did
Joe,
you say you were going to get for us to do this? What did they wanted us to? The garrison, Thelma was saying she would give us. How much did you say? And she wanted us to destroy the bandits, or what did you want?
yeah, the exact funds were still in discussion. There was more for getting rid of all of them. We had to find the place. There was a fee for that, and then there was more for actually driving them out, getting rid of them. However, dead or alive.
Well, let's move out then, huh? Let's see what we can see when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
But we probably should move because I hate to say this, but if it gets too dark, I can't see shit without a light.
Humans. Okay. Yep.
That's really racist. Oh wait, no, that's really not racist. That's really speciesist.
We'll try. We'll find a way to fix that. It's okay. We'll get you seeing in the dark one day.
I got some torch.
There's a spell for that.
Yes, well, there's always a choice. When I pray to, my lovely goddess who never ever seems to answer me with a very concise "Hello, Wobani." No. Anyways,
as you're speaking, the heavens open up and it starts pelting down.
You see what I mean? This is what you get for having faith.
I think it's a sign we have to go smash some heads.
I think so.
The raindrops are falling on the head. Yeah, let's go.
That was a laugh of derision.
So
Okay.
Joe starts stealthing ahead.
So you guys are going stealth? Can I get you to roll your stealth checks, please?
That was an 8.
Wobani rolls a 19.
17 with disadvantage.
Wow. And poor Jace, the highest modifier and lowest roll.
It's very cruel.
Okay, so as the sun would be starting to reach the horizon, if it wasn't for the clouds, you progress further into the woods. Without the caravan and in the rain, it is much more difficult to follow the tracks. However, you do have the helpful Raven leading you on from time to time, coming back to make sure you are progressing where he believes you should be heading. So as the hour passes, you catch sight of what looks like a small ridgeline in the distance, in between gaps in the foliage. Contemplating what this might mean for the brigands, your musings are interrupted with the sound of a twig snapping in the trees ahead, followed by the sound of several people talking. What do you guys want to do?
Jace sort of cranes his neck, so tries to get a glimpse of the people that they were hearing up ahead, and also listen into what they might be saying. Oh, another 8.
Okay, so I am just going to share a map with you and put you on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're hearing sounds. It's a bit too indistinct from where you are at the moment, Jace. The sounds seem to be coming from mainly the southeast, sort of. But from where you are, and the rain that's pelting down on the foliage nearby, it's too difficult to hear anything exactly.
Where was this ridge line we saw?
So the ridgeline is quite a few kilometers ahead. It's
Oh,
just becoming
it's
more
big.
prominent now.
Right, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try and... I'm sort of in the middle of the path there. I was trying to be a bit more stealthy. maybe in the foliage.
Okay. Where is everybody else going? So
I'm
you're
totally hidden.
you're waiting and watching.
Essentially.
I whisper to the guys, well, this is your horse show, so you guys decide what to do. I'll stay back and heal you if I have to.
Could be helpful, Wabani, if you did a little bit more than just staying back and healing.
Well, aren't we just doing reconnaissance now? Are you just going to walk in there and start killing?
A little bit of A, a little bit of B. Come along, Wabani. So the noise was from the south, is that right?
Mainly to the south, yes. It's more south than southeast now.
So Jace will sneak ahead a little bit further. Is that a new stealth roll, or keep the old one?
No, we'll keep the old one.
Alarak's going to go with the group as well, so stay in upper Jess.
Okay, it's a group stealth roll, so you're fine.
Okay. Can we hear any better now that we're a little closer?
Make another perception check, please. Both Jace and Alarak.
Oh, that was all.
Wow.
Both natural ones, so it's a 4 and a 5.
Snake eyes. That's 2 natural ones. No. At this point, you both walk into a similar style of tree, and you're distracted because there is a large swarm of ants over the bark of both of these trees, and they start crawling on you as you sort of lean in to try and listen in, and you're just overly distracted by the ants and don't hear what's going on. But they are moving. They seem to be continually moving westward.
Let's follow.
Yep, Jace wants to get clear of the ant's nest as quickly as possible and get a little closer.
Hey, you guys, did you notice there was some stairs over there? To the east.
Yeah, but they're going west.
Okay, so you guys keep moving along. It seems to be a little bit more of a clearing here with a large rock in the center. Can I get Jace to roll perception with advantage? So just make a second check.
Oh, no.
So
well, that was
the second one. First one was a
14.
14, and the second one was another natural one. Fantastic. You're rolling well tonight, Jace.
Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Can we get this dice tested?
Okay, so you're close enough now that you can hear them. They seem to be at least 2 to 3 people from what you can hear, and you can kind of see them. They seem to be on the other side of the tree that's in front of you, and they've stopped and turned around to speak with each other. You can hear one of them grumble, "Oh, bloody rain again. I wish we didn't have to go on patrol this time of day. What was he thinking?" And the other one goes, "Keep it down, Rod. You don't know who might be in these woods, and we're here to patrol. But look, I'm sick and tired of this sort of patrolling. I need to take it easy. I need to lean down and get out of this bloody rain." And the other guy replies, "All right, Rod, let's have a 5-minute break, but we've got to get onto it soon." So are you guys doing anything?
Okay, I think this could be our chance. If we could take out this patrol while they're distracted, we could get into the camp. Can we see them?
Okay, I will. You're the only one that would be able to see a couple of them there. Alarak and Wabani are a bit too far away.
Okay. It looks like Alarak could see me though.
I've been
He
trying to
can,
give you an
yes.
eyesight, yeah.
Yep. So I hold up 2 fingers and point in the direction of the 2 figures.
I'll return with the thumbs up, indicating I've understood, and then the thumb across the neck.
Jace gives a thumbs up.
Well, Bonnie's like,
Should I force the stealth check for Wabani? No.
it was a soft.
Okay.
Okay.
So, are you guys moving?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jace
Alaric's
was
gonna
stealth a bit
Crawl
closer.
around that way.
Okay. Now that you're getting a little bit closer, I might get you guys to roll another stealth check as you move a bit closer. So if you're staying still, Wabani, you don't have to.
Ah, finally. 22.
And that's 11 from Alaric.
Okay. Just hold on a second.
So, do these trees look like you could pass through them, if difficult?
Yeah, it's difficult terrain, but you can pass
Mhm.
through it, and it provides cover.
Gotcha.
Okay. So the two nearby are two focused on what seems to be they're eating some soggy rations at this point and grumbling over the soggy rations. So
I'm
you
gonna
probably get a
just-
bit closer.
Yeah, I'm
Can
going
I
to signal
give-
to Wobani from behind my back, so like the come with.
Can I give Alarak bardic inspiration while stealthing?
Or probably only if you whisper it into his ear. So you have to be
Give you a
adjacent.
really enthusiastic thumbs up.
You should.
No, if you're trying to do it stealthily, you have to be adjacent.
Okay.
A really enthusiastic.
I appreciate the
thumbs
thumbs up.
I grin at him. My mouth is open wide. I'm showing teeth.
I mean, they haven't noticed you, so there's no reason why you can't just walk up to him and do it and then head back.
Okay, let's say I do that.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you whisper into his ear?
Okay, champ, you're feeling strong. You got this. You got this. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna take them out, and you're the man. You hear me? You're the man. And
I'm the man. I'm the man. Yeah,
Give
yeah, I
him-
can do this.
give him a bit of a slap. While I'm
On
doing
the
that as
ass.
well. Oh yeah,
A quiet slap, though.
a quiet slap. Yeah.
Mm.
So maybe more of a pinch.
It's in your mind, Alarak. It seems his hand seems to stay there a little bit too long.
I'm still inspired.
Don't question how the inspiration works.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do? You'll be able to get the jump on the group here, but I think any closer and they'll probably notice you.
All
I'm
right.
going to signal Wobani to get a bit closer and then charge them, I guess.
Okay, Jace knocks a quarrel on his crossbow and readies it. So as soon as Alarak joins the battle, Jace is going to let fly.
Okay, so that's your reaction.
Yes.
What about you, Wabani?
Oh, I sent you something.
Ah, did you? Okay. Yes. So, can I get you to roll a stealth check, please, Wabani,
Okay.
with disadvantage?
That is an 11.
Okay. So as you guys are getting ready to jump on the pair, Wabani walks up behind Jace and steps on a large twig that cracks, and you both sort of cringe at the noise. But luckily for you, the guards don't seem to have noticed. They're too focused on their food.
Okay. Jace glares at Wabani and makes a shushing gesture and turns back to keeping his eye on the pair ready to let fly.
Okay.
Wobani just kind of shrugs and puts his hands in the air and empathizes the shrug.
All right,
Mouths the word what?
So you guys get to make do a action as a surprise round, and then we'll move on to initiative. So I'll get you guys to roll initiative just for starters. And while that's happening, I will change the music.
Huh.
So 15 on initiative from Alarak.
20 for Wobani.
Okay. So, Jace, you get to go first. Are you still doing that reaction?
Yes. Yep. So I'll just save that until Wobani begins his attack, and then I'll let fly at the same time. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Okay, Wobani.
I was going to hold my attack until Alarak. I wanted to be the last.
Oh, I meant to say Alarak, not Wobani.
Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to hold. I didn't want to do anything until I seen Alarak or Jace make their move.
Okay. And what do you want to hold?
He's complete. I'm completely. I'm undecided on what I wanted to do at this moment. I am just following my companions. I have nothing in my mind in terms of what is a smart thing to do in this situation.
Okay. Well, if you want to ready an action, you have to indicate what
yes,
action
I know.
you're readying. So you can not do anything this turn.
I'm passing my action is what I'm doing. I'm not readying an action.
Okay. Alarak,
with a mighty roar, I'm just going to charge into the trees here. I worked that out as being 60 feet through difficult, so I'm using my action to dash up to them.
Okay.
Okay, so Jace, let's fly.
So it'll be at -2 due to cover, but otherwise you have a clear shot. So that's a roll of 8, which unfortunately misses the brigand, and the bolt seems to get caught in the tree, and you realise that it's a little bit thicker than you're expecting. But you're able to set your crossbow before they can react. This time they look around in confusion and concern, and one of them looks about ready to call out.
Okay, Jace is going to quickly fire again.
Okay.
Oh no.
You attempt to adjust for the trajectory, and this time it fires off a little bit before you are ready, and it sort of slams hard into the trunk of the tree. Thunk.
Okay, Jace curses and starts maneuvering around to get a clearer shot.
Okay. I'm just going to
do
reveal.
I have a clearer view? Yeah.
Yeah. So the Brigand 2 sort of looks around and goes, "Men, we're under attack! Draw your weapons!" And he pulls out his scimitar and moves up towards Alarak to attempt to swing down on him. But it bounces harmlessly off Alarak's armor. He grunts in frustration.
My chain loincloth. Right.
Or off your abs.
Yeah, that works as well.
Off his abs.
Those impressive abs. Okay. The brigand on the other side of the path looks up in surprise and drops his food and fumbles for his weapon. And you can hear a clash as his scimitar drops to the ground, but he pulls out his light crossbow and makes a bead for moving off to the right to get a little bit of an angle, and sees while he does that, he notices Jace out in the distance. So he's going to move to there and take a shot with his light crossbow. This bolt flies true and catches you on the chest, Jace. It sinks in, but is only a grazing shot with 3 damage. Wabani.
I will move up, dashing up behind this fellow here.
Okay.
And when I get close to him, I'll say, "This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you."
I got the brigands around the wrong way. Anyway, Brigand 1 sort of looks at you and goes, "What?" And he pulls out his scimitar and slashes down at you, Wabani.
Brigand 1 is doing that?
Or let's say it's Brigand 2. I mixed up Brigand 1 and 2, but
Oh, gotcha.
it's Brigand 1 at the moment, but it's Brigand 2 in front of you, so... My bad. Anyway, he slashes down, but for some reason, Wabani has recently got quite a bit more dexterous and is able to duck and weave out of the... it's almost like he has some sort of sixth sense of where the weapon is supposed to be.
I slapped the scimitar away. As I said, this is going to hurt you more than me. Or no, me more than you.
The brigand curses. Alarak.
Alright, let's non-lethally, I suppose, if I have to, get my glaive and slap this guy across the head.
Stab him in the heart. Non-lethally.
Exactly.
With the blunt end.
Does a 23 hit?
It certainly does. With a with a thud, you smack it into the to the brigand, and he staggers in pain. He's not down, but he's certainly heavily injured.
All right, and let's get just walking around him within 10 feet of Brigand 2.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay, Brigand 4, seeing his comrade under attack, pulls out his scimitar and charges towards Alarak.
Bring it.
And we're running with the +2 to flanking roll, aren't we?
Oh, we are, yes.
So he, while you're trying to keep all the brigands in view, he tries to sneak in a slashing scimitar against you. This one, due to your distraction, manages to find purchase against your back.
Mm-hmm.
And the damage is it's only a glancing blow as well. It sort of cuts down across your back and leaves a large red welt.
Another decorative scar. Okay.
Jace, you're up.
Okay, Jace, does he have an unobstructed shot at the Brigand 2 now?
Yeah, that should be good enough.
Okay, he's going to take aim with his crossbow and fire. That's a hit.
This bolt finds purchase, yes. You catch him on the shoulder. Roll of 13 hits and 6 piercing damage. He shrieks out in pain, but he is still standing.
Okay, Jace moves into the bushes, takes cover, and with his bonus action, he gives bardic inspiration to Wabani.
Okay. So this won't be a whisper, obviously. What do you say?
No, indeed. He yells out,
A song.
"That's it, Wabani! I knew you had it in you. You've rushed straight into the middle of the thick of the things. You're doing well, and you'll do even better. Go!"
Somehow you feel inspired.
Wobani snorts.
Okay. With a bolt in his shoulder, he sort of reaches up and snaps the shaft and grunts in pain. And with his other hand, he slashes down with his scimitar towards Wabani again. But once again, this human is nimble and deft, and the sword doesn't go anywhere near Wabani.
Whoosh.
Meanwhile, seeing that Jace has ducked into the trees, he instead moves a little bit further and takes aim at Wabani. So he's going to move up to there, and he targets his crossbow towards Wabani. The bolt flies in, but is stopped by Wabani. He just sort of bats it to the side.
Indeed.
Wabani, you're up.
I'm sorry, John. This is going to hurt. And I palm the broken shaft in his shoulders. I smack at him. So I smack the shaft deeper into him.
It does sink in.
And of course, I'm trying not to kill him.
So with a 15 hit and 5 damage, yep.
And
You
then
can try a bit harder.
And then as my bonus action, I karate chop at his neck. Kia!
And with a dexterous, swift stroke, his eyes roll back in his head and he collapses to the ground, unconscious.
Like that, Alarak. Like that. And then I don't know if this is going to be difficult terrain or not to get here.
No, most of it is open terrain, so you should be able to be fine.
Okay.
Okay, Brigand 1. Seeing that his ally is harassing Alarak, swipes down with his scimitar as well. And hits with a 23. These weapons aren't particularly good, and the slash is only a small graze on your shoulder, Alarak.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and so with a mighty Kia, I would like to run this guy who just attacked me through.
Okay. .25 definitely hits. And you finish him off with 13 damage. Do you disable him, or do you kill him?
Well, can you disable someone by kebabbing them with a glaive? I don't think you really can.
Not really, no.
He's got a glaive through him, so no.
You sink the glaive straight through his chest, and blood starts to fountain out of his mouth, and he collapses to the ground.
Like that?
Are you doing anything else?
Yeah, I'll move just here behind the other guy. No, stay where I am. There I am, get cover. There we go.
Okay.
Turn and face the other guy. You're next.
And you hear the guy behind him go, Rod, no! You will
Damn
pay
it, I
for
wanted Rod
this.
to live. Damn it.
He slashes with his sword, but it's effortlessly knocked aside by your glaive. Jace.
Okay, so Jace steps forward past Brigand 2, kicking aside the Brigand's weapon as he passes. And can he... you said this isn't difficult terrain, is that right? I can...
Under the tree it's difficult terrain. If you're going outside, it's not.
Okay. Jace will step out of the tree then, and he'll take a shot at Brigand 3.
Okay. I mean, you could step out, take a shot, and step back in if you want.
Okay, alright, might do that.
Yeah.
And that was a mess.
Unfortunately, with Wabani in front of you, you take the time to hopefully not hit this human who's an albino, and because of this, your shot fires into the ground in front of the brigand. He's unconscious. 3, he's holding a crossbow, and Wabani seems to be right in front of him. And then he looks over to the side and goes, "Crap!" Seeing his scimitar lying on the ground, he decides to step back and take a pot shot at Wabani. So you get an opportunity attack there, Dagobah.
I will try to kick him in the head with a spinning kick using my bardic inspiration, which is, what is that? Is that a d6?
Yes, that is a d6.
That is a 4. And I will do a roundhouse kick as he tries to leave.
And that definitely hits.
Smacking him in the side of the head. No, you will not go away. Come back here.
He runs off. You catch him in the chest, and he goes, "Oof." But he staggers back and pulls another bolt out of his quarrel and or his bolt container, and takes a shot at you. This bolt seems to find its mark, and it sinks deep into your leg, and you feel a searing pain running up.
I bite down, ignore the pain, and I run after him. You will not get away, Billy. I have you in my sights. And I will, once more, I will punch him in the back of the neck.
You succeed with a 22.
Oh, I think I might have accidentally killed him with that punch. I didn't mean to. Shit.
So that was, did you say the back of the head?
Yeah.
Okay, so your fist lands solidly on his head, and his neck twists into a nasty position, and you hear a crack, and then he collapses to the ground. His head seems to be looking off in a strange position.
And then I say, "Oh, damn, no!" And I fall down on top of him.
Alarak.
Like that, Wabani? Okay, if you insist. And I'll try and smack this guy across the head with my glaive, trying to achieve the same effect. I'm going to use bardic inspiration as well.
Another 4.
You can choose to use that after you've rolled your d20.
That's true, but then you know if you hit or miss before you...
Yeah, it's a bit different in fantasy, isn't it?
It's a bit tricky. Okay, so it finds purchase, and you crack him in the knee, but he's still standing. And he sees what's happened to poor Billy, and seeing what's happened to his rival, and he turns and flees. So you get an opportunity attack against him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you hit.
I'm going to go for the same leg, try and disable him.
Okay. You hear a sickening thud as his leg snaps into a nasty break, and he collapses down to the ground. This was a subdual damage, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay, and he faints. You have 2 unconscious people and 2 dead people.
Not bad.
What are you gonna
Okay.
do?
Well done, everyone. Let's gather the brigands up, search them, and then we can interrogate the survivors.
I fucked up. I did not mean to kill this one. It was to be like a love kiss in the back of the head.
Can I get you to make an investigation check, please, Chase? If you're searching the bodies.
Okie doke.
I'll come over and... I'm coming over to comfort my friend over here.
Okay.
That was a fantastic kill. His head's like full turned around. That's amazing. You can do that in one punch? You can hold it back on me.
It was an accident. This arrow in my leg, I tripped and I punched him off center, I think.
That was fantastic. You should do that more often.
I do not want to do that more often. Oh, I feel terrible. My stomach, it is... I think I'm going to vomit. And then I vomit.
Alright, well, I'm better out than in. But you did fantastic work. I'm really proud of you.
You're such an asshole, Alaric. I hate you right now.
Bit harsh, but you're going through stuff.
Let's go talk to Johnny. Let's wake him up.
His head's backwards. Johnny's not waking up.
That's Billy.
Okay, so as you work through your way through the bodies, you find a decent amount of coin for a group of brigands. You find 12 gold and 15 silver.
Do we find?
Not bad.
Do we find the card from Cordwin?
Guys, we found 5 gold on these guys.
I've already put it down into your inventory, so I'll have to return it if that's the case. No, you don't find any other distinguishing items.
Not like a contract that says I work for the Council of... What was it, Leyland?
Lordenly is the country that the gnomes come from.
Would you keep that kind of documentation around?
I think, well, I mean, it's a contract. You've got to obey the requirements of the contract. It's good to have that, as a reference.
This is true, but this isn't the main camp, is it? Surely there's more somewhere else.
So they've got nothing. What about their clothes? What do their clothes look like? Do they look like they're from town? Do they look like they're dads who have children?
It's a bit hard to provide distinguishing features of who have dads and who do not.
Well,
they're all human.
Like a family photo in the wallet?
Yes, a family photo in the wallet, or they wear,
a poorly scribed letter saying, "We miss you, Dad."
Well, maybe their clothes are in not very good shape because their kids keep spilling their food on the clothes, and it takes so much effort to stay clean and stuff.
Make an investigation check.
While he's doing that, you said
14.
they had crossbows. Is there some ammo I can glean from the bodies?
Yeah, you can refill your supply fairly easily. You find about 10 bolts. Yes, so you look through the bodies, and they're wearing pretty threadbare outfits. Doesn't seem like they've had a good life, even though they have quite a bit of coin on them. They haven't found a place to buy decent quality clothes out here in the wilderness. But there are no like purses that contain photographs or anything like that.
So, tear some of their clothes off to make a gag, and tie up their hands and their legs, and then I will stabilize them.
Okay. So it's not too difficult to stabilize them. There's a couple of nasty wounds. There's a bolt in Brigand 2 that you do a superb job of stopping the blood flow, and you think twice about pulling out the bolt due to the fact that would probably make the wound worse. He probably needs to find a some sort of medical assistance soon. Otherwise, he'll probably bleed out. But for the moment, you've staunched the majority of the blood flow. The other one just has a bit of bone sticking out of his leg. which is quite gruesome.
Cool.
And you wrap some bandages you have around that to stop that blood flow, but for that to set properly will certainly wake him up due to the pain.
So I want to wake up one of them though, at least.
No, wake them both up. I've got an idea.
Okay, because I was going to wake them up, and then I was going to be like, "Look, John and Sam, we've killed Billy and Elliot, and we can readily kill you guys as well. Now, I'm keeping you alive at this moment, and I could heal you so that you might live. My friend here, the handsome-looking one, he's got some questions for you. And my other friend here, the not-so-handsome one, he'll
That's not
eat
very
you."
nice to Jace.
Yes, well, I need to make the point.
Does Jace eat people?
Yes, of course he does. He's fierce.
Right.
So you better answer truthfully. And then I step away.
Okay, so you're waking up both of them, are you?
Yeah. Stabilize and wake both of them up. Yeah.
Stabilize both of them. Okay. The brigand number 2 looks up and goes, who are you? What do you guys want?
Information.
Information? What? We're just thieves. What kind of information do you need?
Well, are there more of you? I mean, really, it's up to you as to how useful you make yourself at this moment. I'd suggest very.
What? I mean, yes, there's at least 4 or 5 back at the caves, if that's what you're after. But please, I mean, I expected I would get decently paid, and Matthias hasn't been giving us anything.
Matthias? Do go on.
He's a dragonborn who's could I get healing, please?
You can. I'm not really sure that you've provided enough information, though. This Matthias and the 4 or 5 others back, where are these caves? That kind of thing? I mean, you've not given us much so far. I'll just start poking the dead one with the glaive.
The other guy who's sort of lying on the ground and holding his leg goes, shut up! Don't tell them anything. Matthias will kill us if he finds out.
I'll kill you right now.
Alaric, do we need both of them?
Yeah, I think we only need one, don't we?
Your one seems to be cooperating quite well. How about I just kill this one?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so that's Brigand 4 that is telling them to shut up.
Oh,
What do you do?
Just starts to walk menacingly towards Brigand 4, paying attention to what everyone's doing as he does it.
Make an intimidation check. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
19 plus 5, 24. Nice roll. The Brigand 4 sort of shrinks away from you. There's a bright look of fear in his face, but he doesn't say anything at the moment. Whereas the first guy you were interviewing goes, No, don't kill us. I'll tell you whatever you want. Just please, don't kill us. Matthias, he's a dragonborn. He's come here recently to try and make a go of it. He said he came from Medanio. Yes, that's it, Medanio. And he had a falling out with the hooded flame. Wanted to make his way out on his own. He's a nasty guy. Please don't mess with him. He'll kill you on sight.
Noted. You're being quite helpful. Well, Barney, you have some healing talents, don't you? Perhaps you could help this number 2, this one up here. This other guy, you've not really contributed to the discussion. It's a team exercise. This anything you'd like to provide?
He keeps his eye on Jace, but just shakes his head, not willing to say anything at this point.
Jace grabs him by the ankle and starts dragging him off into the bushes.
Is this the broken ankle?
Which one are you using? Oh my god! So as soon as you start dragging him with the broken ankle, he screams out in pain and drops unconscious.
Well, that's it. I guess he's dead. Okay, so look, you better be a little bit more forthcoming. I called this one Sam. So Sam, tell me more about this Matthias fellow, this Dragonborn. You say he came out. You guys live in the woods. He gathered you together to create a band.
Yeah. He looked for people that were downtrodden and told us that we'd be so wealthy if we worked with him.
You are not from Moldano. You are not a dad.
I mean, I could be. It's hard to say.
So nobody cares if you live or die then?
No, please. I've told you everything I know.
Was this Matthias, did he seem like a liar to you?
I never challenged him. You don't challenge Matthias. You end up like him. It sort of points towards the unconscious body that Jace has dragged. Have you finished dragging him?
I dragged him out of sight of the brigand that was been doing the talking.
Okay. So you drag him over there. Look, please, let me go. I'll stop this. I won't be a brigand anymore. Just please give me a second chance.
Why? So you say you are now part of the Hooded Flame by association with this Matthias?
No. Matthias left the Hooded Flame. He wanted to set out on his own. I was just a beggar on the streets of Medano before he came.
And why is he? Why are you attacking people who leave the city? Or have you specific orders? Did you attack the baby with the strange wooden boar?
What baby? I don't know what you're talking about.
The wagon. Did you take out the wagon?
That was a second group. We were just doing patrol duties today.
How many more are there? How many groups?
Like I said, there's about 4 or 5 left back in the cave. I mean, we ran into the group that went on a raid this morning.
And where's the cave?
He sort of points off to the east. It says it's about 20 minutes off in that direction. Please, my shoulder is really hurting.
Any traps we should know about? Any passcodes?
No, they go by the facial recognition. If they don't recognize you, they will attack on sight. There's no traps that I know of.
I start pulling his clothes off.
What are you doing?
None of your concern. Be thankful that my companions are not eating you at this very moment.
Make a deception roll. With advantage.
Joe starts scalping the dead bodies.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have to get those. Yeah.
Jesus. Fuck. I'm really trying hard not to vomit as he does that. Then.
Okay. He goes,
13 dropped an 8.
You cannibals?
Elves. What can I say?
I don't believe it.
Well, I don't
What do
care
you
if
think
you
he's
do not
scalping them
believe
for?
it. Remove your pants, you little asshole.
So you're having difficulty trying to get his top off because the bolt in his shoulder has wedged the shirt straight into his chest. It's or into his shoulder.
There's 4 other sets.
Also, he's still tied up,
3
isn't he?
Well, no, you never tied up anyone.
Yes,
you said
use some of their clothes to
Oh, okay.
tie up.
So
their
yes,
hands and
he's
feet
tied
and-
up at the moment.
Yeah,
So it's going to be hard to get clothes off.
yeah.
Well, there's 2 or 3 others.
So now, what was the goal? You said you did not attack a baby with a wooden doll, but you attacked one of your companions. Attacked the wagon. What are your instructions from Matthias?
To steal and get rich. Why do you think we would be doing this?
Are you?
Was there anyone who was allowed in who wasn't part of the bandits?
No.
There you go.
and
That's
you
what you wanted to
attacked
know, right?
Can you make
anybody
Can you make a medicine check, please, Wabani?
Sure.
And can I roll insight on that? Because that no was a bit slow and with the hesitancy.
Sure. You can roll insight check. So 23 medicine. You can see that his face is starting to go quite pale, and he's probably going to go unconscious at any moment from blood loss.
I'll use one of one use of the healing kit to keep him alive.
Is that so? You're going to be rolling healing for that?
Yep.
Okay. Alarak, just hold on a sec.
Mhm.
You, as you study him, you sense no falsehood in the in what he said, but it's a bit difficult to read him. All these people from this continent are hard to read in your eyes.
Mm. They don't show their emotion in their horns like a normal person.
Okay, so you're going to roll a heal check for him.
Yeah, I'll just use I'll use one of the medicine kits here.
Okay.
And that's on number. I'll just drop it on him. Sam. Oh, you've renamed them Sam.
You said Sam.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do your best to heal his wounds. You pull out some ointments and such and start working. You pull out the bolt and he screams in pain and falls unconscious for a second, but you work your magic and it stops the blood flow and he seems to be on the ground, sort of in a daze, unconscious currently, but it certainly doesn't look like he's bleeding out anymore.
So, Sam. Now again, Matthias gave you no orders. You are meant to attack anybody that comes into Modano or exits Modano.
He's currently unconscious.
Oh, he's unconscious.
Alive, but unconscious.
Well, let's strip him down to his underwear, and I look at Alarak and Jace. Well, these we could use their clothes for disguise. I mean, it's not going to fit you, Alarak, but we could at least get into the camp.
Yeah, that works. Can you? He said the face, didn't he?
Well, I mean, it's nearly nighttime. I mean, if we at least
This is
look
true.
like them.
Yeah. Jace looks at the filthy bandit's clothes and sort of scrunches up his nose and says, I think I can do better for myself at least. But you two should definitely make a disguise. I think that could buy us a few moments.
Well, actually, you know what? You're right. I don't really care. We can go in there and you guys do what you need to do. But let's take their clothes. They can keep, if they've got a knife, they can each keep their knives, but no other weapon.
Well, Sam can. The others don't have much use for anything.
Well, the other guy's still alive. He's just unconscious. I can, make sure that he doesn't die, and we'll just take their stuff and, they'll
I'm
be
sure.
naked.
I'm
What are they
sure
gonna
Jace
do?
took care of him. I'm sure Jace took all the care of him.
Is he okay, Jace? Did you kill him?
He's still unconscious.
You guys can go check if you want.
I'll go check. And if he's just unconscious, I'll heal him.
Make a medicine check.
Medicine is a 5. That's an 18.
You check his pulse. There doesn't seem to be a pulse, and then you have a look at his leg, and you notice that the femoral artery seems to have been cut when Jace was dragging him along the ground. He is well and truly dead.
Well, sorry to see you go, Elliot. I'm sure your life had a lot of value to someone.
Jace, noticing that he's bled out, pulls out his dagger and clanks the scalp.
So you got 3 scalps.
Only 3? We're going to leave this 5 silver?
Yes. Don't go and scalp Sam. Jesus.
Okay, fine.
Let him. He's gonna be naked except for his underwear, and he's gonna just have a knife.
Does he
We'll
have?
leave him.
Does he have the bound still on him?
Yeah. I'll make sure his feet are not tied, but his hands will be tied behind his back. But they're not going to be tied so tight that he can't get free.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Okay, and is there a knife near him as well?
Yep.
Okay.
I assume he's got a knife or a dagger or something.
He had a scimitar on him, but he didn't actually have a dagger.
So I'll leave his scimitar then.
Okay. The weapons they were using were pretty poor affair.
Yeah.
The scimitars are quite rusty. So they wouldn't be worth much if you were trying to on-sell.
No, I didn't want them. I've got thunder.
Is
and
Alarak going to
lightning
drag
now.
him to the ant trees?
If Elliot was still alive, because I didn't like the way he was talking to me, it was a bit disrespectful. But Sam's all right. Sam was useful.
Well,
Elliot was going to get ants in the pants, but otherwise, Sam's fine. You ready
Okay.
You guys ready to find this cave? I believe you said it was to the east.
Let's go.
But
All right.
let's drag Sam a little bit away from their watch post. We don't want someone to come across him. So let's drag him, 50 feet to the west.
Sure.
I'm sure you can do that.
And I would like to begin looking for their tracks the way they came, because they were heading west, so they came from the east, right?
That's correct.
Let's find this cave.
What's the light situation like? Is it still sunset or something?
It's still around sunset, yeah.
Okay.
Could I get you to make a survival check, please, Alarak, if you're looking for tracks?
Sure, and because it's humans, I have advantage.
Yes.
It would be a 19.
Lovely. Okay, so Alarak spends a little bit of time. It is difficult due to the wet weather, but you do pick up on a pretty sturdy path that you suspect the humans used. There are some marks interspersed amongst it, but it's not a perfect path, a perfect track to follow due to the rain. But you feel pretty confident in that direction.
Yeah, I reckon. It probably came this way. Should hurry though, because the rain is washing out the tracks.
Okay. So you guys are heading into the east now?
Yep.
Yep. Try and go quietly.
I'll get you guys all to make a stealth check then.
What's with these rolls?
And Wabani?
Yeah, just typing notes here so I remember what the heck we did. That is a natural
wow.
one.
A 9, a 7, and a natural 1. I'm sure you guys will be fine.
What's the worst that can happen?
Okay. So you guys continue east, and the rain continues to beat down. And as you get close to what you believe is the brigands' camp, you find the ground becomes rockier, the trees sparser, and there now seems to be a steady incline. All of a sudden, the tree line is ahead of you, and you catch sight of a large rocky ridgeline. There seems to be some sort of movement up ahead.
Well, Barney, why are you crawling along the ground?
Okay, so Jace casts Disguise Elf to make him look like Sam. And Wabani and Alarak are wearing brigand clothes, is that right?
No, I decided against it. I'm not wearing them.
Okay.
Those clothes, you made me feel inferior, so I didn't put the clothes on. My feelings were hurt.
Okay. But Jace cast it on himself. He'll run up towards the towards that person in a sort of limping fashion and calling out, "Hello, hello."
Just hold on a sec. Okay, so I've placed you guys on the map, top left-hand corner. There seems to be some sort of canyons running through. You catch some movement of some guards that seem to have been walking off to the right a little bit, but they disappear behind the rocks fairly quickly.
I would like to quickly make it look as though my hands are tied. If we're doing the hello, trying to call them their attention. What do I have? I've got some bedroll, some rope, but not actually tie my arms. Just look like it, you know.
Okay. Do you want to make?
I'm following up behind, of course. Last.
Or you guys adjust yourself how you want to be up on that path.
Can't, because there we go. Oh, weird. There we go.
That's as far as you can go. That's all right. It's the furthest north you can go. How about you guys? Are you guys a little bit further ahead, Jason, Alarak?
Yeah, I'll be up with Jace as though I'm his prisoner.
Okay. So they were headed in that direction. They were going that way.
Okay, so Jace is calling out, "Look, it's me, Sam! Come here, give me a hand with these prisoners."
Are you staying where you are, or are you moving to catch up with them as well?
Moving to catch up.
Okay. So you're disguised as Sam?
Yes, yep, that's right.
I know. Okay, so the two people that you saw before are on patrol, and they turn around and see you, and they have a look and they go, "What? Who's this? Sam?" And they look at you. You certainly are disguised as that brigand, but goes, "Sam, wait, you're not Sam."
Sorry, I thought you were. Sorry, I was calling out. I said, "It's me, Sam." Well, I thought you were Sam. Come give me a hand with this prisoner, quick.
Can you make a deception check, please? 13. Just hold on a sec. As they get closer, they go, "Oh, right, it's you, Frederick. What's this sand business anyway?"
It's just got a bit excited. I got these prisoners. The others, they're coming up. They're coming back with more. This is pretty good haul, isn't it? Eh?
No, normally we kill them. Right. I'll do it for you. He starts drawing his scimitar and walks up to Alarak.
Like how you will. Throw away the things that attack him.
Okay. Wabani, I move you towards the trees so you're not in like direct line of sight. I'm assuming you're trying to hide.
I was too out of sorts to be paying attention to what was going on. So no, I wasn't trying to hide. I'm
okay.
In plain sight, really.
So you're in
just
plain sight.
Falling down with my head hanging down, and then when they start talking and hearing that, I kind of stick my head up and kind of look surprised, and then I move to hide underneath the trees.
Okay. So as Alarak breaks free, Brigand 1 goes, "Quick, Frederick! He's breaking free! Take him down now!"
Okay, so
everybody roll initiative.
Pen.
That's an 18 from Alarak.
Nice, and a 12 for Jace. Just hold on a second. Back to combat music. Alarak, you're up first. What are you doing?
So I'm throwing away these ropes that were very loosely just over my wrists. Is that an object interaction? Is that...
You're able to throw the... You already have broken free of that
okay.
And you can object interact to draw your weapon.
Yeah, I'll do that then. Take out my glaive, and I'll just slap number 1. Try and pin him into the rocks.
Okay.
Oh, didn't have anyone targeted. My bad.
That is a hit still.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so you smack him against the rocks behind him, and the glaive manages to sink in a little bit into his chest, and he goes. He's still standing, but he certainly looks like he's on his last legs. And
I'm nobody's prisoner.
He looks to Jace with a look of confusion and pleading. Meanwhile, Brigand 3 runs past you, Jace, unless you don't want him to.
Oh no, I want him to.
Okay. So he runs around you and draws his scimitar. Move up to there. So he is provoking an opportunity attack, if you want to take it.
Yes, I think I do.
Okay. With a quick flick of your wrist, the rapier catches him and sinks into his chest as well. And he looks on it and goes, "Frederick!" And there's a look of surprise, but he still uses his scimitar to hack down against Alarak, and also calls out, "We're under attack!" But the surprise attack by Jace is enough for him to not have any grip on his sword, and it just weakly bounces off the pecs of Alarak.
I'm facing the other way, so it's actually my arse.
The arse, the well-toned arse of Alarak. Jace, you're up.
Okay, Jace has turned to Brigand 1 and is going to attack with his rapier.
Okay. You hit with a 13. And is it a subdual or you're aiming for a kill?
Aiming for a kill.
Okay. Describe how you kill him.
I run him through the heart and pull the rapier back out and give it a quick swish to flick the blood off, and then it levels it to at the other brigand.
Okay.
Oh, and he'll give bardic inspiration to Alarak.
All right. The third for the day. Are you moving at all?
Yeah, we'll close with the remaining brigand.
Wabani, you're up.
I walk up behind this other fellow here. And as I get behind him, I put him in the sleeper hold.
So you get +2 to your attack.
Oh,
Why was Wabani prone?
because I went and I dived on top of that other fella when I accidentally killed him.
Okay. You still hit with a 12.
So
That's
I'm
on the AC.
I'm taking him unconscious with my sleeper hold.
Okay, so his eyes bulge as you quickly knock the air out of him and just collapses to the ground.
And as he collapsed to the ground, I slowly lower him to the ground gently. And as soon as he's on the ground, I start taking his clothes off and his weapons.
Okay. That's going to take you a few minutes, you're aware.
I'm doing that anyways.
Look,
Okay.
You seem to have a bit of an obsession with taking off bandits' clothes. We've got more than coming. He yelled for help. We've got big problems here.
What are you talking about, Alarak? You just wear your underwear everywhere.
That's because he keeps taking off Alrak's clothes as well.
Yeah, I keep losing clothes. That's all I have left.
No,
Alarak,
don't-
you're up.
All right. I'm gonna click this little clock. I've got a feeling I might need it.
And say the command word.
That's right. The command word, which I remember.
Come on. Time is on your side.
Time's
Time
on
is
my side. That's right.
There we go. And you feel this rush of adrenaline as the time around you seems to slow somewhat. So do you want to put that casting of Expeditious Retreat
yes.
on you? Because it requires concentration.
So I've got it in my spell list. How do I actually apply that effect?
Okay.
All right.
Last 10 minutes, doesn't it?
I believe so. I can check that for you.
There you go. I've added one.
Yep, 10 minutes. Fantastic, thank you. Okay, and do I see anything from this area?
Actually, I think it should be 600 rounds of it anyway. Yes, you do. You see 2 more brigands racing up after hearing the call of one of their friends.
So they're racing up towards us? Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Well, Frederick was easy to kill. You're next. And take the dodge action. Just, oh wait, hold on, no. I'll go up to them and attack. from here because I can. Was dashing as a bonus.
That's right.
That's our attack number 2.
Okay, you sink your glaive straight through his head, and he... Oh, hang on, that's the wrong one. Oh, he... I thought for a second you killed him. But you do 13 damage to him. So you sink the glaive and slice a large chunk into his abdomen, and he screeches out in pain.
And I'll use the last 10 feet of my movement just to come back and... could use some help back here.
Okay.
That was my turn.
Yep. Okay. You see a arrow fire from the darkness beyond you.
Shoot.
Oh.
Ouch.
And it catches you in the throat, and there is a spray of blood as you collapse to the ground.
Instead of that happening, I get right back up and just dust myself off with my relentless endurance.
Oh,
slamming my
nice.
fists into the floor, getting back up.
Okay, I'll add you're back to 1 hit point.
Mm-hmm.
So it grazes your jugular, but your half-orc grit keeps you standing.
Barely a scratch.
Meanwhile, one of the brigands starts to move up and attempt to attack you with his scimitar.
And back
And
down
now
I
you go down. Jace.
Okay, Jace is going to move forward to draw a bead on brigand number 4 and let fire with his crossbow. So, would that be a suitable to do that from?
Yep. And Alarak is on the ground, so no issues there. Although I don't think we're doing cover from people anyway. Okay, so you see a brigand standing over Alarak, who's unconscious on the ground and seems to be bleeding out at the moment. The sight of which staggers you mentally, and your shot flies wide with a 9.
Jace, seeing the shot go wild, and Alarak on the ground says, "Oh, I thought there was you got the orc. You got the orc. Quick, the others, they're injured. They need help."
Make a deception check with disadvantage, since you've just attacked someone. Okay, they don't seem convinced. Wabani, you're up.
Hey,
What
do I have
what
any
have I
movement left?
heard?
I think you've got 5 feet.
What have I heard going on? Would I have any inclination that things have gone awry for Alarak?
Only what you've heard from Jace.
So that being said, I called to Jace, everything okay? As I continue to take the clothes off of this brigand number 3.
You just heard Jay say, "Oh, you got the orc."
Oh, yeah, I guess that means something. So, I should be saying, what? You got the orc. So I'll come up, I'll meander up. That's what I'll do.
And what you see before you is a brigand standing over the fallen body of your friend and comrade.
Oh, that's not good at all. And as a bonus action, then I will throw a healing word at Alarak.
And you get to roll a healing surge as well.
That's you, Alarak.
That's you, Alarak.
Yep. So that means 1 hit dice or as many as I want?
Just the one. Okay, so a rush of healing energy washes over you, and you're only slightly crazed now.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a follow-up action, I think as a follow-up action, as my action then, seeing that, I dash up beside Alarak.
Okay.
And I'm like, Alarak, you don't look good. What, you fell? I had to heal you?
Ah, damn it.
Brigand 2, meanwhile, starts to move up towards you. Not knowing that Alarak is conscious, he sidles around you and attempts to slash at your back while you have the brigand in front of you. But he seems to miss you. As he's striking down, he looks over to Alarak and sees that the eyes are open, and he looks a bit concerned.
As a reaction to him coming in like that, I will invoke my Wrath of the Storm. So when a creature within 5 feet of you that you can see... Oh, they have to hit me. Fudge. Alright, so they didn't hit me. Never mind, because I can't do that.
Okay. Alarak, you're prone but awake.
We'll fix both of those problems. I'll stand up. Hold on. Trying to get rid of it. Yep, there we go. And I'll take out number 2.
Okay. Finish him. And with a 12, you hit. And you cut him down where he stands, slicing a nasty gash across his face. His screams are short-lived as he collapses to the ground.
And I'll just look for straight in the eyes. You're next.
Look at number 4 straight in the eyes. Okay. Can I get both Wabani and Alarak to make a perception check, please?
That's a 15 for me.
An 18 for Alarak. Okay. Alarak notices a bit of movement up ahead, but it was probably the person that shot that arrow before. He seems.
Oh, that's right.
It seems to be disappearing up ahead. It's a little bit
Now,
dark.
when you say up ahead, do you mean down to the south or over to the east?
So the path moves further to the east.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes that way, and
Yep.
he's moving in, and this looks to be like he's run into a cave entrance.
He's running. He's shooting from in there, pointing towards the cave.
I saw it clearly, Alarak. But perhaps you should have keep your eyes open in the future, and you won't need healing.
Meanwhile, Brigand 4, seeing his comrade drop to the ground, screams, "For George!" and slashes at you, Alarak, but woefully missing.
Okay, Jace is going to have a shot at Brigand 4. Oh.
The bolt sort of as you load the bolt into your crossbow, it shoots early and lands into the dirt in front of you.
Be careful, Jace. You almost hit me.
Unfortunately, with a natural 1. Are you moving back?
Yeah, Jace will duck back into cover, but a little bit close.
Okay, Wabani.
I will karate chop this for George on the side of the neck. There it is for George. And then, as a bonus action, I will karate chop from the other side.
And with 2 swift punches, he is
Unconscious.
destroyed. Unconscious as well.
Yes,
You knock him unconscious.
I'm knocking him unconscious. I am trying hard not to kill.
Okay. Are you moving at all? Or what are you doing?
There was that shooting that happened, so yes, I will step across his body and I will move over here.
So that seems to be another pathway leading back the way you come. Alarak, there's an unconscious brigand in front of you.
There was an unconscious brigand. On my way past, I'd like to just, give him a little nick on the neck, trying to do it stealthily so a bunny doesn't see it, and then take cover behind these rocks up towards the, if that is a place where you can get cover, up in towards that cave.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check. With advantage, because he's not really looking that way. Natural 20. With a deftness that is even surprising for yourself, you lay the precise cut across the neck, and he starts to bleed out.
Can I make it look like a fingernail? Had done it?
No.
Yeah. Alright. So I'm taking cover behind these rocks, and gotta go this way, sort of motioning towards Jace to move forward, but watch out.
What do you want to? Okay. All right. So there doesn't seem to be any movement from the cave entrance at the moment.
Okay.
George, before George dies, but Jace.
Yep, so Jace grabs his rapier and stows it and rushes up to...
So that's the cave entrance there, by the way.
Yeah, okay. So I'll take cover near the cave entrance.
Okay. Wabani, what are you doing now?
Looking back to make sure everybody's okay, and seeing the blood pool under Fort George, I'm like, Alarak, damn you ass!
I didn't do anything.
I punched him. He wasn't bleeding. Now there's blood everywhere.
He had a heart condition.
I will run across over here.
Okay.
and I will pinch Alarak. Not cool.
So you guys are sort of hanging around the entrance, but not proceeding at the moment.
I'm about to proceed.
Okay.
And with that inspiring pinch, like I was given by Jace, I'll take the dodge action and proceed forward, trying to stay in cover from the entrance there.
You can move quite a bit more distance, considering you can move on a bonus action.
Not anymore. I was knocked unconscious.
Oh, that's right. Thank you, Fantasy Grounds, for doing that automation. Okay. Jace.
Jace is going to run ahead and duck in behind there, which hopefully gives him cover from the caveman.
Yep. So you don't see any movement. Where you are at the moment, you don't see any movement from the cave entrance. There seems to be a path that's leading in into darkness at the moment. You do also see a path leading north, which could be another entrance to get into the cave.
He could have made a break for it. Oh, I think we need to check the cave first.
Okay. So, are you finished? Do you guys want to regroup?
I was going to shout. I was going to come up to the edge for a second, and I was going to shout, "Your friends are dead. Matthias has betrayed you. Come out with your hands in the air. We have you surrounded." That's what I do.
Okay, that's what you do on your turn.
Yep. Trying to, I guess, intimidate.
Yeah, you can make an intimidation check.
18. I've been rolling
Natural
like the
18.
whiz bang today.
Okay, Alarak.
I'm going to take the dodge action again and move up towards the cave entrance, still trying to get cover behind rocks.
Okay. As you get closer, you can see that this cave sort of bends off to the right, and you can tell that there's no one nearby from that cave entrance. It leads in deeper. You can't see too far, but there's no one or no movement up ahead.
I'll yell back to Wabani, check there's no passage into the cave south. Is this the only entrance?
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Jace.
Okay, so having heard what Alaric said, Jace is going to rush into the cave, see so he can see around the corner.
Okay, so the bend in the cave goes in at about 10 feet. So you have to go into the cave about 10 feet, and then you can look around the corner.
Okay, well, it'll be a dash action then.
Okay. So you run down the cave entrance, and you look around the corner. There seems to be a little bit of low light in the cave itself. Can I get you to make a perception check, please?
$19.
Okay. It looks like there is a bit of, like, this cave has been lived in for a little while. From what you can tell, there's tracks on the ground. There's the signs of broken crates and such nearby. And there's possibly more of this up ahead from what you can expect. So what I might do here is at this point we might have a 5-minute break. So and we can pick up you guys exploring the cave after that. That's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Okay, welcome back. When last we left the group, the party had come across the Brigand camp and was making their way towards the main cave where they believe the leader is, one Matthias, who from what you could tell seemed to be some sort of dragonborn, and a sneaky one at that. So, what are we doing? Is Jace coming back to report what he's seen?
Yes, Jace comes out and reports he's seen, and says it looks like the caves go in a bit further. We should go in and investigate.
We definitely should. I just want to make sure they can't escape. Make
What
sure there's
time
no
of
other
it-
entrances.
What time of day is it now?
It's difficult to tell, but it's quite dark now, so it's probably an hour past dusk.
I light up
You've
a
got
torch.
you've got a watch, so you can check.
Oh yeah, I do have a clock.
It's an hour past dusk. You light up a torch in the middle of the rain.
Yeah.
Make a survival check with disadvantage.
You get in the cover of the cave.
He's doing it in the middle of the rain. It's impossible to light this torch. It's too soaked by the water.
Shit.
So I did not mean to do that out of turn.
That's okay. I mean, you guys can take a short rest if you want to explore, as opposed to going straight into the cave.
I was
It's
thinking we
really
should
up
make
to
sure there's no other way out. Make sure we got them surrounded. So just check that southern bit and the bit far to the west.
Okay. So you can guys have a exploration of this ridgeline.
Oh,
There is
guys,
a
I'm not going anywhere. I can't see shit.
There is a path leading up from where you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you follow it up, you'll see that it just becomes more of the ridgeline. Can I get you to make a investigation check, please?
Absolutely.
So,
That's a
roll
natural one for the 0.
-1 is a 0. This rain is way too heavy, and all you can see is rock and rain and some trees.
Alright. Just because I can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. I'm going to leave traps just on this path down.
Okay,
The hunting trap. I've got
so
one
that'll
of those.
take you about a minute to set.
1 second. Okay.
So what are Jace and Wabani doing while he's setting a trap?
I am sitting on a rock and I'm not moving because I can't see.
So Jace, you notice Wabani sitting out on a rock in the rain, torch in one hand, tinder in the other, flint and steel in the other,
Soaking
And-
wet.
soaking wet, and looking a little bit moody.
Can I use
Yes.
prestidigitation to light his torch?
Okay, yes, you could do that.
Okay.
It's wet, Jace. It does. I mean, can you cast light on it?
I can't cast light, but I can light fires.
I tried to light it outside. That wasn't very smart of me. I probably should have waited until we were in the cave.
Probably the
Now
best
my
idea.
tinderbox is wet.
Do you want to come under the cover of the cave and we could light it, or I'll try to light it right here if and see how we go.
Yeah, let's go in the cave because I mean I can't guide me in because I can't see shit.
Okay, I take Wabani over to the cave mouth, and
I hold his hand.
I'll light one of his dry torches. Hopefully, he's got one.
Yeah, I've got a few more dry woods.
His hand is surprisingly soft and supple.
Oh dear.
It's almost like it hasn't seen a hard day work in its life. Without much difficulty, you manage to light one of his dry torches within the cave, and now you can see as much as the half-elf can. While this is happening, Alarak manages to set the trap for this walkway.
Mm-hmm. And then follow in after those two.
Should we have a short rest before we go further in?
Do we want to let him have time to make a whole set of traps?
Do you want to heal?
I can do that anytime.
Doesn't matter to me.
If you take a short rest, I can give you a short sign of rest for 1d6, and then you can also spend a hit dice.
Yeah, I can just second wind anytime I want. It's not
Okay.
not an issue.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep going.
Okay. All right, just one moment. Might just switch the music for it. So you find yourself within the cave. I'll reveal a bit more in a second. So from this position, you can see that the cave seems to branch to the left and right. There is a feeling of dampness in this air as well that is separate from the rain outside, and you do hear the distant sound of running water. There seems to be a large group of fungi growing in corners of this cave. You can also notice a old fire pit off to your left.
Do you want me to make the bubble to be just the 20 foot of proper light, or the extra 20 foot with dim light as well?
I think the extra 20 foot of dim light is probably good.
Jess, do you think you and I should go forward a bit?
I think so. Yeah.
We should just be aware. There's arrows coming out of the shadows. Try and keep an eye out for that. And I'm going to constantly take the dodge action as I move forward 30 feet round the corners.
Jason,
Try and peer around the south.
Okay. So which way are you going? You're going to the bottom
Like
or
to
the
there.
top?
Yeah, try and peer around this south corner.
Okay. So you walk up and you see more of the same. The fire pit is in the center. There's a few embers there. There's some fungi to the top of the portion, and there seems to be some crates stacked up and an open barrel there as well.
Where was this light inside coming from?
It seems to be from the fireplace.
Ah, okay, just the dying embers. Right,
Yeah,
right. This is... I don't like this fork in the road.
No, nor do I.
Have a peer around north?
Jason will go up and explore a little bit to the north and see if there's
Okay.
any.
Can I get you guys to make a perception check, please? Well, Jace.
Just Jace?
Just Jace.
Ugh.
Okay, so you walk up there, and all of a sudden, you hear the twang of a few arrows and crossbows fire off towards you. So just hold on.
Jace has moved beyond the light.
You're kind of silhouetted by it. Lucky I rolled one of the different language. So 2 crossbow bolts sink into your torso, and you call out in pain as you stagger backwards. Can I get you guys to roll initiative again?
I was taking the dodge action.
Ah, were you?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. Okay. Give me a second.
I think when I said it, he said, as will I.
Okay.
Yeah.
There should be a regular actions on your guys' actions tab. So if you're taking dodge, you just click it, and it would put a dodge thing on yourself, just like I just did now, and then it would be automatic. Fantasy Ground does work.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Okay, so all the bolts miss except for... Let's see. So you on? Are you dodging at the moment?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. He's shooting from the darkness, and it misses. So the advantage and the disadvantage cancel. Okay. All right. So you guys have rolled initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
NPCs have rolled initiative. Can't see. Oh, damn it. Could you add dodge to Jace, please, Alarak?
To Jace, yep. Apparently not. One second.
Just drag it onto him.
There we go.
Perfect. Okay, so another volley of crossbow bolts streak your way, Jace.
Okay.
That one hits. And those, so two bolts fire out of the darkness again and catch you this time.
Okay.
And finally, lastly, an arrow shoots forth and catches you as well. Alarak, you're up. You stagger in place, multiple wounds, bleeding. You're bleeding out of multiple wounds at the moment.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Move up to there. Up to 30, up to there.
Okay, you see before you a few... You sort of moved back into the distance. You see before you a few brigands holding short bows in their hand.
Okay. I'm going to have to dash up to these guys.
Okay.
And say this guy's got a crossbow number 4, yeah?
Yeah, they all have crossbows.
Okay.
And the dragonborn off to the left has a short bow.
Bonus action, second wind.
Okay. So you can do your second wind and roll your last healing surge. Brigand 4 drops his crossbow, his light crossbow, and draws his scimitar and slashes at you, Alarak. But fails miserably. Jace, you're up.
Okay, so Jace is on his last legs at the moment. He was going to duck for cover and see if he can throw off a spell. So he's going to be casting Sleep, and it'll catch the three brigand.
Okay, so 4, 5, and 6, hey? Okay, roll your dice.
So that's 25 hit points of creatures should go to sleep.
Okay, so all the brigands around Alarak collapse to the ground asleep. They are now all unconscious.
Excellent.
Wabani, or are you moving?
Jace was ducking to cover.
Okay.
You haven't locked the tokens.
Okay. I will do that now. So your turn's complete?
Yes, yep.
Okay.
So
Bunny.
What? I heard arrows being fired. Yeah.
Yeah. And you would have seen Jace sort of just barely on the edge of the firelight, sort of grunt in pain.
So I'm going to call out, Jace, Alarak, are you okay? I can't quite see.
Well, buddy, I'm hurt bad. There are some archers. I took them out. There's one more.
So I'll move up there with my torch to see if I can see.
You see Jace up ahead. He looks heavily wounded.
And I will be like, oh, fuck. And I will throw a healing word at him as a bonus action.
So add your healing surge on top of that. Namtar. Wow,
Done.
Nice one.
Excellent.
A rush of
Thank
energy
you.
heals you back to full, almost. You're finished?
Yep.
Okay. Matthias walks up to the large crate, opens it, closes it, and disappears from view.
He hopped inside.
He hopped inside the large crate. You're up, Alarak. You have 3 sleeping brigands around you.
I'll go up towards the crate, trying not to wake these guys.
Yep.
Maybe take the dodge action and try and poke it open a bit. Have a look.
You find it locked.
Hmm.
And that'll be your action.
Yep.
Well, it certainly feels locked. Jace.
Okay. Jace rushes forward and seeing that the dragonborn's disappeared, he'll start tying up the brigands that are unconscious.
Okay, so you're cutting up your rope to do that.
I've got a rope if you want, which we've used before, I think.
So
There's rope everywhere.
If I see that too, I'll be like, wait, Jace, take their clothes off first.
What is it with you and their clothes?
Well, if you take their clothes off, I mean, you're demasculating them. What's the word? Well, something like that. And they'll freeze their breeches. So, this is what we'll do. Take their clothes off. We'll check to see if they got anything inside their pockets, and then take their weapons. And they're tied up, and they're just in their underwear. It's a pretty demeaning situation.
You've thought about this far too much. Jess just continues tying them up.
I cut off their clothes.
Okay, so you guys
I'm not leaving them naked. They got their underwear on.
Well, Barney, there's more important things than stripping them down. He's in here and it's locked.
So, Wabani
burn
is
it.
walked up to... You're able to walk up to one of them on your turn, but you can't start stripping them until the next turn.
Okay.
Well, then chuck us
I
your
dash.
torch.
Yeah, I dash.
How are you going with the box, Alarak?
Yeah, I can't. It seems to be locked. Are we going to burn him out? We're going to open it.
Chase calls out, Matthias, can you hear us?
There's no answer.
I got the feeling that this box isn't a box. I'm going to try and pick it. I don't have any picks or anything. Just try and break it open then, wherever the lock is. Try and smash the lock.
Okay, so you're doing a lock smash?
Yeah.
Okay, make a strength check.
You've still got that bardic inspiration.
Yes, and I'll apply that now.
So +2 to your roll. Wow, nice roll of 23. So
+2.
Yeah, so you smash down on the wooden crate, and there's a god awful crack, and that door sort of just shatters and comes apart. As you look inside, you see that there is a hole in the ground with a ladder leading down.
Yep, I knew it. Good thing I didn't burn it. And then I'll move up to range of this guy. There's a ladder in there, lads. Let's finish these guys and go on.
Okay.
Also, the sound of running water seems to be a little bit louder coming out of that hole.
Good to know. It's my turn.
Jace.
Okay, so how far have I got with the brigands while this has been going on?
As in tying them up? Well,
Yeah.
You moved up to 1 digit?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would have only been able to get close to it this turn. You wouldn't be able to tie them up until this current turn.
Alright, well, Jess turns to Alarak and says, look, we obviously need to give chase. Don't feel... These will wake up in less than a minute. We could finish them off or tie them up.
Do you have time to tie them up?
Yes.
Alright, Jace goes over to one with Alarak and draws his rapier and says, okay, Alarak, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, Nazgul him.
Alright. You easily kill the brigand at your feet.
You guys are terrible.
Okay, let's take it the other 2.
Yep.
I strip the other 2 and tie them up.
Okay, so you managed to kill the other brigand number 6. before Wabani can get to him. But the third one, Wabani has tied up.
What are you naming this one, Wabani?
It doesn't suit me to name them. Leave it be. Leave him be. Don't be so cruel.
Alright,
So
leave him be. That's his name. Alright.
Okay.
There you go. He's been named.
That's right.
Okay, so you walk up there.
I check their clothes, of course, before, while those guys are messing with the lock.
Any coins on them?
I'm not telling them anything.
So you're just checking the brigands?
Yep.
You find 9 copper amongst the brigands.
Nothing. I found nothing.
Really?
Even
doing
as
this much?
I say that as I'm as I say that, I'm doing the following at the exact same time as I say those words. I'm going and I'm doing the what do you call it? The and I'm doing that intentionally so they can hear the coins jingling. Nothing. I found nothing.
Right, and I'll give him the obvious wink.
Which is hard for him to see in the torchlight.
Yes.
That is true. That's why I'm making it obvious.
So what are you guys doing? Are you chasing Matthias?
Let's give chase.
or-
Yeah.
Okay. So you head down the tunnel. You head down the ladder, and there is a tunnel leading off. And the sound of running water is much louder at the base of the ladder.
Alright, I think we've learnt our lesson from before. We've got to keep on trying to be wary of arrows coming for us and taking the dodge action.
Yes, same.
Okay. So you progress slowly down this damp cave tunnel, and as you get closer, the noise of the water gets louder and louder until you find yourself at the base or right next to an underground river with a small jetty that has nothing tethered to it at this point in time.
Uh-huh. Can we see a boat making off in the distance?
The water is running very fast, and with your sight, you can't see anything. It just seems to disappear into the darkness.
Looks like we're going for a swim.
Do we have any what direction is the water flowing? Does it look like it's flowing towards Wabani?
Are you
flowing towards Wabani? Flowing towards Modano?
Are you coming as well, or are you still with?
Okay. Sorry, I thought you indicated that they're all. All right. Yeah. So I will. After I've gone through the clothes of the other guys and finished making sure that it doesn't suit me to name him is still alive, I'll slowly come after them. Yeah.
Okay. So checking the pockets of the 3 sleeping, well, the 2 dead and the 1 sleeping brigands, you only find that 9 copper.
Yep.
And you probably take about 30 seconds or so to do that, so you're about 30 seconds behind. What are Jace and Alarak doing while Wabani follows?
So I assume he's going to follow behind in a sec. So all there is here is this river. We've come to a river. It's basically a dead end except for this river.
That's correct.
Do you reckon we're going to have to swim it?
I think he's gone. I think we've finished the mission. We can go back, bring the guard here. We've got a name and a description for this Matthias.
How fast is this water? Is it like dangerously fast?
Make a nature check.
Can it be survival?
No, this one's nature. Wow, 16 minus 1, 15. You examine the water and it is running quite quickly. It's a bit hard to see very far down this river, but it's not a particularly large cave. So from what you believe, there could be points where the roof sort of comes down and you could be completely submerged. There is that possibility.
And he went on a boat down there.
There
You
is.
reckon?
Yes. Well, that's what you believe.
Huh.
But you're not quite sure. It might open up as well.
It's
It's moving
some
very
danger.
fast, though.
Yeah, there is some danger in this. It would be risky. But at the same time, they've got boats to make the journey. There's a little jetty thing here. Let's Barney's vote. My vote's for going in.
So when I arrive, this underground river, is there any way of sensing which way it flows? Does it flow towards Modano or away from?
Make a nature check. Sorry, not nature. Survival for this one.
I'm just going to chuck one of my 10 torches in. Done. Watch it float away.
5.
5. You can't tell. You're disorientated within this cave network. You don't know which way's up. As soon as you chuck the torch into the water, it rushes off at a great speed.
You guys fancy a swim?
No.
No, let's. I think this mission's done. Let's collect our scalps, search the bodies outside the cave, and we can head on back to town. Maybe we could take a rest here overnight here in the cave.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe explore the bit we didn't. That other fork in the road. Oh, damn it. I think I know where he went to. Okay.
Where's that, Alaric?
We didn't explore the other fork, did we? I reckon it's just around the corner. He's come back up.
Possibly. He's right behind you.
Yep, heading back, being careful, wanting to see basically on the top level down that other fork. Because the other two are I'm getting the sense that the vote is to not go in the water. 2-1. Okay.
If you want to go in the water, Alaric, you can go in the water. I'm not going to join you in this case. It's cold, it's underground, who knows where it goes. It's not wise.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Not dying in an underground river is a good sense of adventure for me.
How dangerous is it going to be? He's got boats to do it.
Yes, he has a boat. We do not. There could be jagged rocks in the water. There could be creatures in the water.
You're alone on this one, Alaric. Let's go back up top and sort things out there.
Yes, there was boxes and stuff inside that cave I seen.
Yeah, we'll explore it all. Fine. We won't go on an underwater adventure.
When we get up, I would like to look at those mushrooms that were everywhere and see if any of them have any properties that might be useful to put in Alarac's drink to make him less silly. Or no, to make him maybe more silly.
You can roll a nature check to see
I got a herbalism kit.
properties. Okay, you can roll a nature check with the proficiency bonus. So you can set your nature check to proficiency bonus for this roll.
Yeah, it's already proficient in nature, but I set up a herbalism kit, see?
Ah, okay.
There you go.
So you recognize one set of mushrooms here, the red ones. The color basically designates something that's poisonous and shouldn't be consumed. The brown ones you're less certain of, but they don't seem to, from what you believe, they don't seem to have any poison in them.
Shoot, not what I was looking for. Like a poison, is it like, do I know if it's a deadly poison that, well, I don't have a poisoner's kit, so I don't know how to create poisons. But it might be good to put in someone's tea. That's not a bad idea. I'll take the red ones. I'll harvest the red ones. And I have, in the herbalism kit, there's like containers and whatnot.
Okay. So you recognize these mushrooms as blue vein mushrooms. So you're able to harvest about 3 or 4 blue vein mushrooms, and you can put in brackets poisonous mushrooms.
Okay, 3 or 4, so I can say 4.
You can say 4, yes. I'll allow it. So
Cool.
you guys doing any other investigation? You're looking around the rest of the cave?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure
checking
there was no other
boxes.
passage that way.
Also looking for sign of that horse that was pulling that cart.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be any sign of the horse in this cave system where you are at the moment. There are certainly a few boxes around here as well. Looks like they're ill-gotten gain boxes. Are you exploring the boxes or just...
Absolutely.
Okay.
Checking for traps, though.
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, natural 20.
None of these boxes seem to be trapped. They just seem to carry contents of merchant ships or merchant trains that have been taken over and their goods stolen. So you find the equipment that you believe that is the tinker's gear. These include simple items like pots and pans and stuff like that. You also find a couple of boxes, which was the green tea that you believe is in the same set as the other tinker's gear. So this is probably the trade that they were going to trade at Medania. You can make a nature check if you recognize what this tea is.
I just show it to Wabani and say, look, Wabani, what do you make of this?
13. Green tea.
So this is tea that you've seen this before, but only once in the Danube. It's a very high quality tea that comes in from the Verdant Commonwealth and is usually consumed amongst the nobles. It's a very high quality tea.
Ooh.
You also find a few interesting items. So I will add them to the party sheet.
So that high quality that was consumed by the nobles is from which colony?
That's from the Tinkers.
Yeah,
That's what I was
sorry,
thinking.
not from, but
They're taking traders. Verdant? Yeah, the actual
The
place
Verdant
it's from.
Commonwealth.
Verdant Commonwealth. Okay.
So that's the rival country to the east. Jace takes both of those things.
There's lots of shiny rocks. I left a couple of shiny rocks. There was one shiny rock each, plus there was a blue gem. And the blue gem really sets off Jack's eyes in a way that doesn't really work for the others.
Is Alarak taking the last shiny rock?
I would. How do you open the party sheet?
It's the picture of the 3 heads with the eye next to it.
Ah, yes. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely be taking the shiny rock. Is this shiny rock more shiny than the others? Is there a comparison who's got the shiniest rock?
So three of the rocks similar levels of shininess, with one that you guys didn't see. Actually, Jace, make a sleight of hand check to see if you can pocket that sparkling blue gem.
Okie doke. I think I did.
Yeah. That you didn't see a sparkling blue gem that Jace pocketed very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And also, when you explore outside for the group of bandits outside, you find some coins as well that'll add to the party.
Oh, that's right. There's more scalps outside.
So you get 1 gold and 3 copper each from the bandits or brigands outside.
Excellent.
And how many scalps is that so far?
So you've had 3 from your first encounter.
Mm-hmm.
3 from the next encounter. One of the guys you left unconscious outside, and
we should probably tie him up.
And 2 from this encounter with one of the guys tied up. Once you go outside, the guy that you left unconscious is no longer there.
See, Wabani, this is why we.
So what? What's he going to do? Go and find what? Find Matthias? Come on, Matthias is going to kill him.
After a bit of exploring outside, you also find the horse that you believe was Tinker's.
Excellent.
Oh, okay. Go towards it slowly, but carefully, and try and confidently grab on to the reins.
Don't eat it, Alarak.
Make an animal handling check. Don't undress it, Wabani.
That would be skinning the horse, which you don't do when it's alive.
So you're fairly confident with your movements moving up. That was a roll of 8. But when Alarak calls out, "Don't eat it," the horse kicks up and sort of moves away from your grasp. So you can make another animal handling check, but it's a little bit more skittish now.
Yeah, you just scared away lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner. Damn it.
So
That's a 7.
So the goods that we found. So we found a bunch of goods and stuff like this. But how much of that tea was there?
The tea was in 2 crates.
So 2 crates of this tea?
Yes. Now, with Alarak 7, it sort of kicks up as you come close to it again and bolts off into the distance.
Can I opportunity attack it?
Well, it wasn't adjacent to you, so no.
Okay.
And I'm assuming you weren't holding your weapon.
No.
So it's gone into the forest somewhere.
Now, does this tea come in tea packets, or is it like loose leaf tea, like from T2?
It's loose leaf tea.
I'm going to take some of it out of the crates and put it inside a vial in my herbalism kit.
Okay. You can say you have a handful of loose leaf verdant Commonwealth green tea.
Yep.
Is there anything else you guys want to do before you have your long rest in the caves?
Can we fortify the cave? Maybe I'll move my trap out to actually guard the. We should all keep watch, and
definitely
we should go in here, not exactly on the fire, next to the fire, and trap this bit here, so we can't get ambushed by someone coming back up the river or into the cave.
So it doesn't suit me to name him. Becomes conscious after a little while.
Jace asks him where the river goes to.
I don't know. We don't go that way. Matthias uses that exit.
That exit?
Yes, it's his emergency exit.
Can I do an insight
And
check to see if I believe it?
Does he return
Sure.
on the river?
Roll your insight. He doesn't seem to be lying from what you can tell. He believes what he's saying.
Okay.
Does he ever return through that river on the river?
Well, he never. This is the first time he's used it.
You've never seen anybody else come in and out through that entrance?
No. Only Matthias has the key to the lock.
And what did he tell you you must do? What is your job for Matthias?
Steal things from the highway heading north from Medania.
And you stole the tinkerer's wagon and destroyed its wheel?
Oh, don't talk to me about the tinkerer's wagon.
Why not?
There's a devil inside. We left it and fled.
There's a devil inside the wagon?
Yes, it took out Bruce and Harold.
Like
I was
an
lucky to
honest
get
to
out with
God-
my life.
Insight check this fucker. Is he lying?
Go for it.
Well, I mean, the story checks out so far.
I don't remember there being a devil inside the wagon. There was the imp with the baby, but the other guy said that they knew nothing about the baby. What about the baby? Do you know about the baby in the wooden boar?
Baby? There was like electricity, and I saw Harold fall, and that's when I took the caravan and fled.
Describe the devil to me.
It's hard to describe. There was electricity everywhere, and then some sort of small creature with wings.
Did he ever mention? Did you ever hear the word boar keeper?
No, I fled straight away.
Masquin?
He looks at you confused.
Oh, you fled straight away. What do you guys think? Any more questions for this fellow?
Nah, we can kill him now.
I
No.
think so.
Oh wait,
No.
no, I reckon a prisoner for the guard might go some
Yes.
way to. There we go.
Now you're using your head.
Jace looks at the captive and he says, "Yeah, but he might try to get out, and that'd be trouble for us."
How
Right,
so?
we have to keep
what
watch
is he
anyway.
going to do? Like I said, if they goes to Matthias will kill him.
Jace looks hard, gives us the captive a hard look. Are you going to try to get escape, or are we going to have to kill you? Can I do an intimidation check?
Go for it. He shakes his head. No, sir, no. I won't escape.
Besides, I mean, he's in the middle of the woods. We took his clothes. He can run around for all he cares, naked in his underwear. He's going to freeze to death.
Haven't you already taken his clothes?
Oh, yes.
I didn't like the way you said, "Oh yes."
What? Would it be
It's too
better if I said,
enthusiastic.
oh, yes?
Not really. So we'll keep an eye on him. We're keeping watch tonight, yeah.
And,
Absolutely.
Did
Oh,
you
there
want
we
to
go.
Did you
Yeah,
guys
I
want
think-
to
I think-
accomplish anything before the long rest, or?
I think we should definitely take him back with us to meet with Thelma.
Yeah.
And Louise.
Louise?
You know, Thelma and Louise.
Oh dear. Okay.
Nothing else I wanted to accomplish now.
All right. So you guys have a watch for the night.
Yes.
Nothing disturbs you.
Okay.
Okay, in the morning, Jace casts Speak with Animals as a ritual and goes out to have a bit of a look for the horse.
Okay. So you head out. Can you make a survival check to see if you can follow its tracks?
Tracks? Do you need a hand?
Yes, please, that'd be good.
You notice the tracks lead about 10 minutes into the forest, and soon enough you find the horse munching on a bit of grass in a clearing.
Okay, Jace goes up. Jace calls out to the horse in horse, and says, "Greetings, noble beast. How are you?"
Hello, I'm good.
That's wonderful to hear. Do you recall your halfling masters?
Yes, they were very kind to me. What is your name?
My name is Jace Nilo. I'm here to rescue you from these bandits and take you back to the kind halflings.
Oh, thank you. That would be wonderful. Is anyone with Jace as this is happening?
Oh, if it's going out to track stuff, I came with.
Okay, so you notice that Jace seems to be making neighs and nicks and things like that, and the horse seems to be responding in kind and is moving towards him in a friendly manner.
A bit weird, but okay.
Jace says to the horse, "Follow me. We'll take you back to the wagon and from there to your halfling masters."
Okay, thank you.
So where did you learn to speak horse?
It's a kind of magic. It's like the same way I talked to the crow before. I can cast as a ritual or more quickly at need, but it's taxing to do that.
Oh, did you cast it as a ritual?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys heading back?
Yeah.
Okay, so you head back. You find the caravan again, and the horse is happy to be saddled up to it and drags the caravan back. What are you doing with regards to the crates, though?
Oh, so if we're
Take
back
them.
at if we're back at the thing, I would have picked up my trap and any crates that I've been told to pick up.
Okay, so
I thought now we've got the horse and wagon, we could load up everything into the wagon, including the extra stuff that we
Yeah,
might find.
even if it takes all day.
So it takes you a few hours, but you're able to navigate the caravan to the bandits or the brigands' cave, and over about another hour or so, until about lunchtime, you're able to load up the caravan with all the crates and such.
Great. Shall we head back to town then?
Yeah, let's find the Tinkerer woman. She's promised to give us the boar.
Okay,
Yes.
so you follow the path back. It's pretty easy to follow it due to the damage that was caused on the way in. And before long, you find the northern road out of Medagno and then follow it back towards Medagno. It gets a bit dark before you reach the northern road. So you guys can camp in the forest for the night, or you can just keep going if you want.
It was only an hour or so down back to the town, wasn't it? Because I remember we came up an hour to get to the caravan, then went back down an hour. It's not that far, is it?
Well, most of the time was you left the cave at about lunchtime, and it's a few hours in from the cave to the northern road. So you can get to close to the northern road by the daytime, but it'll be dark before you can actually get to the northern road.
Let's press on, shall we?
Press on.
How many hours to go?
Oh, probably another 3 hours. Like, you could probably get back to Medano around about by 8 o'clock.
Oh, easy, yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay. So you find your way back to Medano, and the guard sees you approach and hails you over. Good gentlemen, what are you doing with this caravan and horse?
We are here to return it to the halflings that were robbed by some bandits. We also have some
That was
scalps
taken care
for
of.
your captain.
I see. Well, those halfling riffraff we told to leave Medano about yesterday, I think. But I'm sure they'll be on the outskirts somewhere if you want to go exploring. As to the bandit scalps, that's best if you talk with Thelma.
And the prisoner we've got here, one of the bandits.
So it doesn't suit me to name him. Looks up at the guard and sort of smiles a little bit, and the guard looks down and goes, "Wait a second, I recognize you. You're Lewis. You were working for the Hooded Flame." Look, it's all a misunderstanding. You see, I'll have nothing of that. Lewis, you're coming with me. I'll take care of him if you want.
Is there? I mean,
We're heading to Thelma now anyway.
there should be reward.
Jay says,
Yeah, we'll just take him to Thelma.
Lewis's scalp's worth 5 silver with Thelma. She
But
didn't
we
say
were
whether it has
told
to be
if
attached to him or not.
Alive,
So
he's 25 gold.
Listen,
bring
if
him in
you want to
alive?
deal with him and discuss this with Thelma, be my guest. But please stop blocking the gate, if you please.
okay.
Sure.
Should we go straight to Thelma?
While we're heading there, I'd like to go to Lewis, or it doesn't suit me to name him, and say, right, I can cut these bonds. We've got a couple of minutes before we arrive at Thelma. Who are the Hooded Flame? You've got 60 seconds to tell me everything you know about them.
Lewis looks at Alaric and goes, the Hooded Flame are they're the Thieves Guild in Medano. They work the underground area here. Any unsavory fights or hits on certain people, they certainly go through the Hooded Flame. If you're not working for them, you're soon to be dead. Please, I'd rather leave this place than walk in Medano.
Why is Matthias fallen out with him?
I don't know. You would have to discuss that with the Siren.
So why did you leave them to go work for the Matthias?
Matthias said I could earn double what I earned in the Hooded Flame, but he lied, and I have nothing to show for it.
All right, to Thelma we go.
Wait. Let's have a team huddle and gag him and tie him back up.
He was always tied, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Gag him then, and let's step over here away from his ears, and step to the front of the horse of the wagon. So, should we hand him to Thelma? What if we use him to meet the Siren?
Why do we want to meet the Siren?
I don't know. I mean, we're grifters, and Cordwin has that chest. Maybe we can work with her.
I don't think they're going to be on good terms if he was working for Matthias. I think we're bringing just a problem that she's going to have to get rid of.
Well, we don't have to. We can use him just to set up the meeting, and he doesn't need to be involved other than introducing us to whoever we need to meet in order to meet with the Siren after. The start. I can't imagine he's this fool is, on talking terms with Siren. There's probably like a couple levels between them.
My vote's just for because he is a traitor working for Matthias. I reckon we just hand him in. What do you reckon?
Well, I thought we wanted to make some good money to get you back to your homeland.
Yeah, and I don't think cutting in the Thieves Guild on our chest heist is the way to do it.
Well, I don't think 5 silver pieces per scalp is the way to go about it either.
What do you reckon, Jess?
I'm with you on this one, Alarak. I think that I try to steer clear of organisations and thieves guilds. They've got all their rules and
well,
they like
don't want to
cuts.
Join the thieves guild. Hell's no.
Well, then why would we put ourselves on their radar? I think the less attention we draw to ourselves, the better, really.
I was thinking that, maybe they could become a target as well. We grift them as well.
That never ends well.
Oh, no.
You don't think so? Okay. That's fine. We'll give them to
No, we don't want that sort of trouble on our heads.
What's the worst that could happen with a Thieves Guild?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, we're smart, strapping people. No. In fact, we could even tell them that we delivered the Dimble.
Didn't he get in a lot of trouble with them? Do we even want to mention his name?
Well, we could just say we caught him, and we left everything set up for him, perfect for them, for them to come and collect him. We grifted Dimble.
Again, my vote's for steering clear of the Thieves Guild.
Seconded.
All right.
I think, it's just not trouble we want to buy ourselves.
Well, I was only concerned about Alarak getting home. He's got his fiancée and stuff, and it's already been 4 years. And I can't do that
from 10 feet under the ground.
He always says that she'll stay loyal, but from what I understand with humans and stuff like that, there's a good chance that she's already found herself another fella.
Well, there's no one that quite compares. It would be a significant downgrade. But yeah, I want to get home as soon as possible as well. I just can't do that from 10 feet under, Or 6 feet under? What's the expression here? How shallow a grave do you guys dig? I reckon we stay away from the Thieves Guild.
Okay. Your choice.
Okay, I think this might be a good place to leave it for the night. Thank you very much. I think next week we Alarak cannot join us, so I might have a guest on or two, hopefully, and we can run it from there. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you for listening. I hope you had a good time. Remember, you can find us on Twitch, YouTube, Podbean, and Discord. See the details of the descriptions below, and if you want to vote, come join us on the Filthy Pig Discord server. The vote is ending at the end of tonight, probably at about 6 or so hours. So make sure you vote now, otherwise it'll be another 2 weeks before the next one finalizes.
Catch you guys again next week.
Catch you.
See ya.